when he joined his did this championship. At the time, that was only good enough for a bronze medal. Seven, 38.74 for 1,000 of a second away from Cote d'Ivoire. That set a new national record of 38.52 seconds, while Nigeria crossed the line at 38.7. 5.20 meters is now the height. Vargo must tackle. Meanwhile, the men for the 200 meters are on the track.
Quickly, in lane 2, you have Ophelia of Botswana. There is Kayinda Malunda from Congo. Joseph Paul Amwa is in lane 4. You have got Chuma Metembe of Zimbabwe. Theodore is in there from Burundi. Elvis Gasep from Namibia. And Jerome Kunu from Benin. Heat 3 of the 100 meters. Sorry, 200 meters. Men. The men's 2 meters. Off they go, and there they fly. There they go on the outer lane. Ghana Joseph Satama takes a very good bend. He leads this race, but Botswana is in contention. There they close up. It is a race on neck to neck. He wants to have this under control. Botswana is in there. Joseph Paul Amwa wants to reserve some energy, for he knows the final is coming up. He knew he had this under control. He didn't want to exert so much energy. He crossed the finish line. Second, 21.01 for the Ghanaian. Calvin of Botswana, 21.22. And Chege Samwai, 21.49, the Kenyan. Geseb Elvis crossed the line at 21.71, and he finished fifth, with Kuno Jero crossing the line at 21.80. Saint and it had 22.5, 23.12. Very controlled run or race there from the fall hour. But of course, was put up on the line, but he knew he was the first to qualify, so no worries for him at all. Mustafa, the gold medalist in the men's hammer throw, is on standby for his first worst, having won gold in the 2026 African Athletics Senior Championships.
All right, so with the hammer throw for the men, I've got the current and the reigning African champion, Mustafa Mohammed is here with me. Mustafa Gamel, congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
Reigning African champion. Your time in Douala was 73.
I'm champion and my record holder, 81 meter right now. But now, you know, I'm old man, 38 years old. But alhamdulillah, thanks God for this position, and I'm trying to be good in Olympics.
Are we going to see the old man at the Olympics?
Inshallah, inshallah, I hope this in Olympics, inshallah.
All the best.
Thank you so much.
Men.
Congratulations, Mustafa. Very soon, we'll be bringing you the pole vault. Varco cleared the bar at Fire.
Hello there, bienvenue and welcome. We see Akwaba here in Ghana, and it's the final day of the 24th edition of the African Seniors Athletics Championship here in Ghana. It's Ghana 2026, and it's being held here at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. From Monday till today, we've recorded so many interesting athletes, and we've seen many people blistering to win medals here and what have you. Also, when the lights fade on and linger on, because it was the 24th edition of the African Athletics Seniors Championship that we brought to you here in Ghana. I'll be handing over to the commentators to take us through today's final episode, and it promised to be quite interesting. There's going to be so many things. Importantly, Ghana is gone through to the finals of the 200 meters, and the men will be in action later on tonight. All right, so make sure you enjoy it wherever you're watching us from across Africa and across the continent. Over to you, Benghazi and Muftau.
Days ago, the drums of Africa began to beat here in Accra. From the explosive crack of the starter's pistol to the final lean at the finish line, this championship, everything that makes athletics the purest theater in sport. Speed, endurance, heartbreak, redemption, and moments that will live longer after these lives go out. And now we arrive at welcome to the closing afternoon session of the 24th edition of the African Athletics Senior Championships here at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium in Accra, where champions have been crowned and will be crowned. History has been made and will be completed. And one final time, Africa's finest will step onto the track and into the field in pursuit of glory. The program before us is worthy of a grand finale. In the field, the men's high jumpers prepare to rise above the bar and above expectation, while the javelin will also be brought to us. We will have to update the medal table. For South Africa, have won 5 gold medals so far, as well as Cameroon medal, and they have a total of 1 medal so far. Ghana has won 3 bronze medals. Ghana has won 3 bronze medals in this championship. The javelin throwers will summon every ounce of to launch their spears into the Accra sky. The women's triple jump final promises purity in motion, hope, step, and jump for continental supremacy. On the track, the distance runners will once again test the limits of human endurance. The women 3,000 meters steeplechase will bring courage over barriers and water jumps, while the men 5,000 meters promises tactics, patience, and that inevitable last stop bend that defines championship racing. Then comes the speed. The women's and men's 200 meters final. One bend, one straight, and no room for hesitation. Pure sprinting drama under the Ghanaian evening light. Then we'll have the 400 meters hurdles that will demand bravery and rhythm in equal measure. Tonight is about legacy. Tonight, mortality. I am Muftahu Nabila Abdullahi, and I will be doing this.
Daniel Akwe Yamwa Benghazi.
And today, we are privileged to be joined by the founder of Africa Athletics, the man who has followed athletics from the very moment he was conceived in his mother's womb to date. Yomi, I would always prefer to call him Yomi. A pleasure to have you with us.
Thank you so much for having me, Mufta.
What are your expectations?
Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to a good closing sequence. You might say most of the big stars in Africa are not here, but the ones that are here, future stars of Africa. So we have a very talented group of athletes that we've seen for the past 6 days. And I'm kind of excited about the future of African athletics. And I'm looking forward to exciting times and fun. And also to close up with the excitement of the 4x400 meters relays. And don't forget that some of these athletes are also looking forward to go to both the Ultimate Championship in Budapest and also next year the World Athletics Championship in Beijing. So African teams are the talk of town now in relay running, after what Botswana put up at the World Relays recently. So I'm excited, and the weather is good tonight, so it's good to be here.
It's going to be fun. And as you have heard, these athletes here, they are the present of athletics in the continent, and they are equally the future. Some established champions have already shown that they are here to make themselves and their countries proud. And tonight, they are here wanting to do the same. We have Dizadim Prosper, Steve Jr. of Cameroon. From Mauritius is Dizadim Prosper, Abdul Imadi from Comoros. He already a season best of 2.28 meters for the Algerian. Abobi, who opened the campaign with a decathlon competition, he's here. At 33 years, he has participated in many championships. In the decathlon, he missed out on the podium to Nicolas, Edwin, and Mon van Aert. But will he be able to redeem himself? Matteo Leroux, he is a national champion, one-time national champion of South Africa, and he would also be here hoping to make himself and his country proud. The pride of Kenya, let's not forget, is here. Isabel Kemboi Kiprop, four-time national champion, one-time African championship silver medalist, and he would want to fly above that height with ease. We also have the javelin, as mentioned earlier. Ben, what a night we are expected to embrace.
The wonderful hard work of these wonderful athletes the past 6 days, for all the throws, for all the jumps, for all the runs, and all the records. This will be the night where everything is crowned, and we just can't wait to get things underway. Like we said already, We have the men getting ready for the high jump and also the javelin throw. And I love what I'm seeing with the javelin throw as we have a legend on the continent. Well, a man who holds the African record in javelin, present here with us today, Kenya's Julius Yego, will be competing this afternoon or evening in the javelin throw. The man who holds the African record that stands as 92.72 meters, set in 2015. So many years ago, he's here and getting himself set to compete in javelin today. And what a sight to behold, having him here competing in Accra, Ghana.
Meanwhile, on your shot is a men's high jump. And just gone by, or just clearing the bar, is Ghana's Kelvin Edu. I almost said Francis Edu. Francis Edu is the
Francis Enim.
IT expert of the Ghana Football Association.
Because there's Francis Enim also competing for Ghana.
Yes.
In the high jump.
But Kelvin Edu, and he was with Francis in Cape Coast to open the championship. And his best currently stands at 2.05 meters.
And in your shots, of course, the two Ghanaians just gone by was Kelvin Edu, and this is Francis in the high jump, and they are getting set for that. But currently, you have got the man from Cameroon, Steve Jr. Zulu.
Excellent flight over the crossbar from Steve Jr. He flew above the bar as 24 years of age. The 2002 born flew above the bar, created acres of space between him and that bar. Already has a season best of 2.10 meters as recent as 2 months ago. That is equally his personal best. He would want to be in Accra. He's a gold medalist for Cameroon. He won it in 2024, years ago. Very soon, we should have an idea about the current height. These athletes have been tasked, Confederation of African Athletics, to fly above.
But that was a very good jump there from Steve. Very confident and clearing that bar with some ease.
He has worked for it. He has worked to be here. And he is putting the work into practice. Technicians will tell you there's a huge difference between practice and competition. But it's when it matters most. Whatever you have practiced, you bring it to bear.
Especially when there's so much tension and emotions are played when it's competition period. The feeling is so different, and that's where it matters the most. So in your shots now is a man from Mauritius. Joseph Dazadine goes in, and the man from Mauritius.
Dazadine Prosper. The current height they are clearing is 1.95. Chinelo has gone over the bar.
And that's a man who is no stranger to all of us here. Like you said in the intro, he was involved in it. Unfortunately missed out on a podium finish. Chinelo Abube is back.
And there comes the South African, Matteo Leroux, a one-time national champion. Started his season with a season best of 2.15 jump, and he has done that twice already. Gone over the bar at 1.95. The pride of Kenya, Kemboi, has equally gotten over the bar. He is an excellent jumper. He is a four-time national champion, and he is from Kenya. Meanwhile, in the javelin, the current distance of 70.49 has been delivered by Obang of Ethiopia.
And that's a big one to announce or kick off the whole competition in javelin. But the big boys are coming.
And the big boys always want the big stage, and they are on the big stage. Smith with a decent throw. A huge throw from the South African. The angle was perfect, the delivery was perfect. The skies of Accra could almost feel it.
Good form.
And he is a man with lots of energy. He knows the first throw is extremely essential. You give up your best when you have the energy, and he has just delivered a monstrous throw. What is the distance that was covered by Smith in that throw? Alexander Kiprotich is coming up next. What stance that we saw from Summit, Kiprotich wants to do better. He has delivered a decent throw as well. We have a very long night.
The man on your shots now is Ebana of Congo with a decent throw.
A big throw. Unfortunately, the throw from Kiprotich Zambia, Nyonya, Sisamu Nayoya. Here comes Nigeria. Adams Samuel, the man from the fatherland.
Javelin final man, provisional, we have
It's the men's final in the javelin.
Smith, 67.05. Moving on.
There he goes. There he takes the angle, and he has delivered the throw. What a big throw. The biggest throw yet we have seen tonight. I am wondering if he took swallow before coming out here tonight. He should be celebrating that throw. It's a huge throw here. From Adams, 71.65. Oh my word.
That indeed was a big throw.
It's a massive throw.
And in your shots now is the man who needs no introduction. Africa's greatest in javelin. Julius.
Julius.
Absolutely.
He is a legend. He has written so many stories. He is still here writing stories. But before he takes his turn, slander is out. Slander from South Africa. He's look. It's a clear manifestation of his nomenclature.
Another man in form from South Africa, Stander Rick Hart, a season best of 76.78 meters, set last month as well. It happens to also be his personal best, 76.78. That
Oh
is
my word.
massive. He knows
Obang
that.
can wear a smile. Obang can celebrate.
Pretty much like Obang with the bang.
He has a bang. He has just delivered a bang. A reaction which is a sign of celebration. He has delivered a throw that appears to be the biggest yet tonight. He has surpassed Julius with a 77.60 throw. But there comes Smith. There comes a throw from Smith. Smith is almost there. Smith is shorter. Oh my word, what a throw. .89 from Smith, the South African.
Way below his season best. He can't clearly do much better.
Alexander comes. Alexander is about to throw. Alexander looks into the skies. He has delivered a throw. And the crowd cheers in unison along with that throw. He gets applause from his teammates here. Alexander.
We do have a competition on our hands here in a javelin throw for sure. These big men are delivering it big time.
They will deliver, but the men will be separated from the boys. Ethiopia's Obang Ali leads with 77.60. Alexander has come with a throw of 73.19, and that is a third place at the moment. Zambia comes. Sisamu Nayoya. Sisamu. .61.3 from the Zambian. He needs some tips. He is going towards his coach for tips. But before he gets those tips, he has to come back and compete against Adam Samuel, who has delivered an excellent throw. The skies of Accra are smiling. The skies can literally hug the javelin. 71.00. He delivered 71.65. Now he has just delivered 71.00. It's a men's javelin final, the 24th edition of the African Athletics Senior Championship. Who wins gold? Who will be picking up gold tonight? There comes Slander. Stander for South Africa. Stander jogs. Stander looks into the sky. Stander unleashes the javelin into the sky. An equally big throw.
And then Alexander
76.78 is the season best for Standard. .67 from the South African. But there comes the legend, Julius, the big man. He has done this multiple times, and his first attempt was 76.98. Will he do better? He wants to do better. He has delivered the biggest throw yet ever to appear on the continent.
That's the man.
Oh my word, Julius.
He is the man indeed. Even at his age, he still can produce the big throws.
He is teaching them how to do it. A man who has already built a community of javelin throwers around him is teaching them how to do it.
10 years ago, 11 actually,
79.87 from the Kenyan. What a throw. He has come to surpass Obang, who delivered a bang of 77.60.
can you imagine he's just 0.07 meters behind his season's best?
He will surpass it. He wants to surpass it. He wants to walk home with gold. But here comes Obang. Will he do better than the 77.60 that he did earlier? Oh my word. It appears to be a two-man contest. Kenya versus Ethiopia. They have competed for almost everything on the track. They are doing the same on the field. Oh my word, what a throw. And he is smiling. 76.37 from the Kenyan. There comes Smith. He takes a back step. He is racing towards the line. He is looking into the sky. He is delivering a throw. Will the skies kiss it? The men are being separated from the boys, and there are only two men here.
The final triple jump women will start.
Julius and
represent,
Obang, they have created a huge gap between themselves and the rest of the chasing pack. .86 from Smith. Smith is yet to deliver his personal best throw of 81.19. But there comes the Kenyan. There comes Alexander. There comes the throw of Alexander. He has his boss. He may need some tips from his boss on how to deliver the javelin. Alexander Kiprotich. 71 from 2-0 from the Kenyan. Up next is Zambia. Sisamu Nanyonya. 61.03. He would want to do better. He must do better. For he is not in a place for medal yet. He needs some tips. .03, 62.82. He needs to do better. There comes Samuel Adams. The first attempt was 71.65. He dropped to 71.00. Will he do better? Samuel. A huge throw. Still short of Julio, still short of Obank. You could clearly see how the javelin was dancing in the sky. It needed to meander its way through the skies and dropped on the pitch. And that was a 7-1.65 throw.
Mesdames et messieurs, dans quelques instants, la première épreuve de piste avec le 3000 mètres steeplechase.
Standard and Lishi. That'll be good enough. It is good enough. And there they come. Final. From Kenya is Mercy.
And now, to represent Uganda, also representing Ethiopia,
Nancy from Uganda. But there comes the Ethiopian Sane Asifa. From Kenya is Diana Chipmunk. This is a final. There's a medal to fight for. The man on your shot is already a medalist if it stays at the way it is at the moment. Same Asefa, Chapuri, Uganda, Nigeria. Kenya, Malak, Abdul Ghani, Egypt. These are the men for a 3,000 women steeplechase. Meanwhile, the high jump and the javelin are still on. Not the best of jumps. From Ethiopia's Abata Gemeda, 3,000 meters steeplechase on.
Incoming throw man final, please.
Alors nous avons la situation au javelot. ici pour la finale la plus saut en hauteur. La barre va passer à 2 mètres 6. 2 meters 10 at high jump and the final.
They're already on the home straight.
Results will come away shortly after their positions temporarily. Thank you.
Kenya in the lead. Kenya would want to maintain the lead. Kenya already won gold in the women's 10,000 meters. The steeplechasers have hurdles before them. They must clear those hurdles. They must jump across waters. They would not want to land in the deeper end of the water to slow down their momentum. Uganda in the lead now. There they approach the water. They want to jump across the water. But here we bring you another javelin throw from the Zambian.
And after the third throw,
It's a men's javelin final. Somewhere 60.35 from the Zambian, but now we have Nigeria, Samuel Adams.
72.86. And in fourth place is Alexander Kiprosik of Kenya, 73.19. In fourth, and that happens to be Kenya actually, and then in fifth, our short distance now go into sixth place. Ethiopia 77.60, and seventh we have Kibandas Gias of Kenya 79.87, and finally from South Africa Standard Richard in 8th 73.94. Thank you.
The javelin is just about to wrap up. It is about to sign out. And very soon we will know the order of the winners. South Africa Smith. Could that be a medal place through? Looks like a medal place through. Smith, a much better throw from Smith, 7584. And that is now a new season's best. His season's best is actually 81.19.
But gradually he's improving on his throw because he had 71, 72, now 75.84. A clear improvement.
Ladies and gentlemen, preparing for 2 meters 10.
A big throw from Alexander Kiprotich of Kenya, way beyond his compatriot from Kenya and the legend Julius Yego. Alex has a big throw of 73.19, but the season best 76.76. He needs something close to that, and he could be on the podium.
Everyone wants to make the podium. And there we have the women's 3,000 meter steeplechasers. Karina, South Africa, has been left behind, but she would want to close up. It is Kenya 1, Kenya 2, Ethiopia 3, in that order. It's Mercy versus. They don't want to have mercy on each other. One lap more for the steeplechasers. Dinah on the lead. Dinah does not want to relinquish her lead, but Mercy does not want to have a Mercy on her. Mercy wants to close her down as they take the final lap onto the home straight. There she comes. There she wants to cross the finish line. And she has wrapped successfully. It is Kenya 1, Kenya 2. And Ethiopia 3. For Kenya, Ethiopia have had to settle for silver. Dinah Chepkomoy crossed the line at 9 minutes 29 seconds to finish first, and she was followed closely in this race by Mercy. As if by divine intervention, she was listed number 1 in this race, and she wrapped it up, finishing number 1 in this competition. with the gold and silver wrapped up by Ethiopians. We go back to the javelin, and that has been red flagged. Adams has been within the 70 region. 71.65, 71.00, 71.59, 70.88, and 70. There comes Smith. Smith with a big throw. A huge throw there from Smith. Just how good is he? But is that good enough to find him a place on the podium? Zero from Smith. Meanwhile, Joel A. Champon is standing by to have a conversation with Dinah. After 9 minutes chase. And
So Kenya winning the 3,000 steeplechase, right? All right, so I have here with me Dinah from Kenya winning the 3,000 steeplechase finals. Gold for you. How do you feel, Dinah?
And me thank God for taking me to number one. So I'm very happy.
Voted for the long distance, yourself and then your colleague first and second. Really coming into this particular competition, what was the plan for Kenya?
I am happy because Kenyans, they are very experienced for steeplechase, like Faith Cherotich. So I'm very full step for Faith Cherotich. Yeah.
I mean, a lot of girls in Kenya will be proud of you, watching you win this one. What do you want to tell them?
Saying thank you for Kenyans for praying us. So I'm very happy. Yes.
Okay. All the best.
Thank you.
Dinah, she dined on that track and she has one gold to celebrate. Mercy Koski the silver medalist in this contest. She looks young, she looks energetic, and she raced to the cross line.
Adam, 400-meter hurdle.
There comes Julius.
Ladies and gentlemen,
There comes the legend.
next on the track,
He
the final
knows how to win it. He
competition
has delivered another big throw, a throw of his life.
Quelques instants, la finale de 400 mètres haie, femme. Si
Where is he from? He is from Kenya.
DJ.
Meanwhile, we are bringing you the women's hurdles. On your show at the moment is Ethiopia's Tesema. She is 20 years of age.
Also representing Ethiopia in lane number 6, Anota Perapu. In lane number 5, to represent Zimbabwe, Mila Ashley.
Mila Ashley. Zimbabwe. 159.
To represent the Republic of South Africa.
56.99 seconds. Pardon. Joseph Rogel from South Africa, the defending champion of this event.
Mesdames et messieurs, pour représenter la Côte d'Ivoire au couloir numéro 3, voici
And there she comes, the Ivorian. She decided to switch allegiance from the USA to Ivory Coast in April 2024. And that was just good enough to represent her country in the African Athletics Championship 2 months later.
Je vous prie d'accueillir Linda Ahmed
Linda Gono of Cameroon, an experienced athlete, one-time African championships winner, and one-time Francophone Games medalist.
In lane number 1 to represent Ethiopia.
And there she comes, Tesima, 20 years of age. And she's already been in the top 8 in the African Championship twice, and once in the African Games. A personal best of 55.79 just 2 months ago at the Ethiopian Championships. Lane 1 is Ethiopia's Tesema. Lane 2 is Linda Agono of Cameroon. Dennis Ineye of Ivory Coast, she's in lane 3. Joseph Rogel is in lane 4. And Ashley Miller, who already competed in the women's 100 meters hurdles, finishing behind Toby Emusan, who recently flew to China to participate in another 100 meters hurdles, finishing second just yesterday. Meanwhile, the men's javelin final is on.
And this will be the final attempt for these men.
Please come down to win the protocol for the medal ceremony. Madawi Sayed, Egypt. Thank you.
Tessem Gallo of Ethiopia, Linda Amel of Cameroon, Dennis of Ivory Coast, Joseph Regel, South Africa. Joseph Regel crossed the finish line just yesterday at a time of 55.92. On there is Emebat Buckley. They are on their last round. They know who has won gold already. They know who will win silver. But it's bronze that is still in contention. But there's a clear idea of who is going to win it as Kipchoge delivers his role.
Leg number 7. And Abu Anota, Ethiopia. Leg number 5. Nina Ashley, Zimbabwe. Leg number 4. Joseph Rugai, South Africa. Leg number 3. Ineki Denis, Cote d'Ivoire. Leg number 2. Linda Ahmed Amulu Debanu. Leg number 1. From Ethiopia, Pesel Gallo.
Meanwhile, Standard is about to take his fifth attempt. Julius took advantage of the fact that he was still very energetic in the early phases and delivered a huge hit throw. And that has placed him in a position to claim gold. And dead on the block. Are they ready? Are you ready? Hurdles have been placed before them. Get the better of those hurdles. And off they go. On the outer line is Emabet Buckley of Ethiopia, and she is currently in the lead. She has gotten over her hurdle with success. But there comes South Africa's Joseph Regel, the defending champion of this medal. Mila Ashley is following. Dennis is also in contention for a conversation for a medal. But Joseph Regel leads the way. She has done it multiple times. She wants to do it again. On the home straight now. And there they go. It's the contest between Dennis. Joseph Regel finishes the cross line She has done it. She has one gold, 54.69. Denise comes second. She has won it twice already, and she has just defended it. The South African has turned the 400 meters with the women's hurdles to her playground, and she knows how to play this game.
Look at her. She's still as strong as ever. There was no threat whatsoever throughout the 400 for her. She was firmly in control. She flew over the hurdles as though they didn't even exist. Easy does it for Joseph Rogel of South Africa. Gold for the Rainbow Nation.
Gold medalist 2 years ago. Gold medalist in Accra 2 years ago. A golden girl with a golden medal at 26. She knows how to do it, and she has done it. On the home straight, she knew she had Dennis to contend with, but she knew she has done this twice already. But there was an opportunity to do it for a third time, and she wasn't going to allow Dennis to destroy that party. The hurdles were a threat, but she has crossed these hurdles before, and she crossed the finish line with 54.69. Another gold medal for South Africa. South Africa, the one world, one country.
So indeed, it is gold for South Africa, silver for Ivory Coast, and bronze for Cameroon. And Linda Angono picking up the bronze medal in the women's 400 meters hurdles. Let's join our colleague Joel Champon.
Before we join Joel, we are about to celebrate some athletes who have won medals here in Accra.
And this is for the 110 meter hurdles. It was yesterday an amazing run from Niger's Badamasi to win gold for Niger.
Bronze medalist Badawi Said, Egypt.
Finished third. He wasn't
Deuxième et médaille d'argent représentant le Sénégal. Third, silver medalist representing Senegal, Louis-François Mendy.
Louis Mendy, the silver medalist. The gentleman who was a threat, a big threat for Badamati. Badamati spoke to the track, and the gods of the track responded in his favor.
Premier, médaille d'or, champion d'Afrique 2026 pour le 100 m homme, représentant le Niger. First, gold medalist, African champion 2026 for 110 m hurdle men, representing Niger, Badamasi Sagiru.
Party mood.
He's jumped onto the podium.
He jumped on the podium
hurdles.
same way as he jumped over the hurdles. The man from Niger, the man who won the gold medal in the 110.
Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, please rise if you can for the national anthem of Niger. Mesdames et messieurs, Veuillez vous lever si vous le pouvez pour l'hymne national du Niger.
Everyone in Niger would be proud, for their national anthem is about to bring to the speakers. Guess what?
And special thanks to Mr. Haj Amadou Diaba, former Olympic medalist and director of Africa Athletic Development Center, Dakar.
And it flew in response to the success. Received by the Marseille, bronze and gold. And the Louis winner. Joseph Rogel is on standby to have a conversation with Joel the champion. Her first words after defending her gold medal. She has now won it 3 times consecutively. What a girl.
All right, 2 years ago in Douala, she made it in the finals as well, and she's annexed it here in Ghana. Joseph, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Was the time in Douala better than this one?
Yes, this time was better than the previous African Champs that I win in Cameroon.
Okay, and also tell us, really getting in Ghana, was that the focus for you?
Yes, the main goal was to come and defend my title, and I'm really proud that I can be the African champ again.
Being an champion, what do we expect from you in the main competition with the Commonwealth and also the Youth
Olympics? But for Commonwealth, I just want to give my best and really run hard to make it through to the final.
Okay. All the best then.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations once again, Rogel. When it mattered most, she had to run a season best to claim gold medal. The high jump is on, the long jump is on, and
Pour cette finale de 200 mètres femmes, présentation des concurrents. Pour présenter la Gambie au numéro 8, nous représentons Gambia et le numéro 8, Issatou Sey. En représentant l'équipe la Gambie au couloir numéro 7, Yari Masaka Djamé. Ladies and gentlemen, to represent Côte d'Ivoire, Mamoudou Kone. Oh! compte. To represent Liberia in lane number 4 pour représenter le Liberia, Darius Simons. Égypte pour représenter l'Égypte au couloir numéro 3, Maram Mahmoud Ahmed. Mesdames et messieurs, pour représenter la Zambie au couloir numéro 2. Ladies and gentlemen, to represent Zambia in lane number 2, please welcome Minglishi Nidi. And also representing South Africa in lane number 1, pour représenter l'Afrique du Sud, Joviale Bisha. Voilà, mesdames et messieurs, les concurrentes pour cette finale de 200 mètres femmes.
One-time World University Games bronze medalist. And there they come, Jovial Mbisha, Ndidi Minglish, Mariam Mahmoud, Darius Simoni, Rosemary Chikuma, Mambundo Kone, Nyimasata Jonah, and Issa to say, what is Gambia doing special? For they have 2 women in the final of the women's 200 meters here in Accra.
Impressive. Teta Say and Nyimasata Johnny in the final of the women's 200 meters is very impressive from the Gambians. But of course, Rosemary Chukuma of Nigeria, and Mabundu Kone of Cote d'Ivoire, and of course, forgotten Egypt's Maram Mahmoud Ahmed would offer some wonderful competition here in the 200 meters finals.
Rosemary Chukuma. With 2 Gambians in here, if you are either in Banjulu or Serenkunda, Brikama or Baku, just say a prayer for your queens are here.
65.27.
They need your prayers more than ever. Madam Mahmoud, the undisputable Egyptian champion, 9 times national champion, the queen of the tracks from Egypt, a descendant of Pharaoh. They are about to have the race of their lives. A race to become a continental champion in the women's 200 meters. Mambundo Koni.
The 2 men from Gambia, Issa to Say and Nyimasata.
She is blowing kiss into the camera. Jovial Mbisa from South Africa. Just a few days ago, she was in Gaborone. She was part of South Africa's quartet that set a new national record. Has already done 23.56 and a season best of 23.49. That was, however, considered illegal because of a wind of plus 2.2. She would want to do better. She has to, and she is in the final, hoping to do better. On the blocks. 100%. And there is a problem. Isatu has her hands on her head, for she knows she got off the blocks quite early. Nyimasata is feeling pity for her mate. She knows they were supposed to do this together. They were supposed to fly the flag of the Gambia together. And she is disappointed.
A very sad sight there from Issa to say she knows it. She went way too early ahead of herself. Look at that again.
And you could simply or easily even hear the words from her when she said, "Oh my God."
She went way ahead of all the others.
And I think when you run in lane 8 or 9, that is the pressure that comes with it, because you can't see the people on the inside of you, and the pressure can tell. That will be a red card for her, and unfortunately she will not participate in this final.
She never worked to get here and got herself disqualified, but she has been disqualified. She's still carrying her palms, for she knows she has just let down herself and her people. However, there's still a representative of the Gambia in the final.
All the hard work over months, just waste because she couldn't wait for a second or two.
It's sad to say she is out of the list. Jovial in lane 1, Ndidi in lane 2, Mariam in lane 3, Darius Simoni lane 4, Rosemary Chikuma lane 5, Kone Mabundo, and then Nyimasata Jauna. Off they go, off they fly, and here they are on the final bend, taking over onto the home straight. Rosemary Chikuma, she leads this race, but she has indeed English to contend with. Mariam, the 9-time national champion of Egypt, also in there. There Ndidi leads. Ndidi English leads. There comes Connie Mamundo. Connie Mamundo is closing in. She crosses the line first, and she has 1 gold. Connie Mamundo is the new champion in the women's 200 meters. 23.36 seconds from the Ivorian. She is the champion. Darius Simoni came strongly. Neck to neck with Rosemary Chikuma. Rosemary Chikuma, she Tony Darius was for 10. 23.60. Connie Mamundo.
In third position, 56.23.
This was a race of their lives, and they knew it was going to be a race of their lives. They had to respond to the moment. Darius Simoni was in there. Rosemary Chikuma was also in contention for a silver medal. But there came Connie Mamundo, who surpassed all of them as if they never existed. She flew across the finish line with success, and she dances to the tune of success. She is a gold medalist. She is Africa champion. She is continental champion. Until the next edition of the Athletics Senior Championship, she is the gold medalist in the women's 200 meters.
The legend of Mr. YouTube, that's what he's known for. Julius Yako, good to have you in Ghana.
Thank you.
How's the experience been?
It's good. I love the competition. The problem was there's too much side width, so it's not good for javelin. But at least we did what we could manage, and yeah, I'm excited with the performance. Another goal from Kenya, so it's just happy.
continuing?
I had told myself maybe this is my last African Games, maybe, because now I want to focus mainly maybe to World Championship and LA Olympics, because I'm growing old, so I need to manage the number of competition I have.
Talking old, what legacy do you want to leave for most Kenyans who are looking up to you?
I'm not even looking on Kenya alone, at Africa, because I think we have really done well for Africa in the men's javelin. I've been there, I won the World Championship, I got silver in the Olympics, and I've seen many African athletes coming up in the javelin, so I'm excited that when I stage, we will have, we will continue with the legacy of African men's javelin.
Finally, tell us, we know you as Mr. YouTube. How has your training evolved from learning from YouTube in the past?
Chikima Traore, 20.47 seconds in the semis. 2 times Francophone Games champion. 1 time NCAA champion. Decided to switch nationality.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. To repeat in lane of 5. To repeat Ghana, please come. Welcome, Kevin Lubatlamba, Botswana. And to represent South Africa in lane number 3, Milani Zoteli. This man is running fast, so. And now to represent Senegal in lane number 2, pour représenter le Sénégal au couloir numéro 2, Ba Mohamed. In lane number 1, to represent Nigeria, représentant le Nigeria au couloir numéro 1, Chidi Okezik. Ladies and gentlemen, those are the competitors for this final of 200-meter men.
Chidi Okezie, Ba Mohamed, Mihaly Zotemi, Kelvin Lobatlamang, Joseph Paul Amoa, Fazel Salepe, Chikema Traore, and Magaga Gora. These are the men for the 200 meters men's final. The stadium is breathing to their rhythm.
After having seen Kone of Cote d'Ivoire win for the women, I'm sure Sheikna Traore is also getting himself in the mood. He anchored the Ivorian team in the relay team to gold at this championship, and he has the second fastest qualifying time in the semi-final as well for this 200 meters.
He crossed the line at 20.47, and that was a massive, massive run.
Just maybe, it's going to take a sub-20 run to win this. They are not at that point in the season yet, but you saw Kone find an extra gear in the women's 200-meter final. Probably, I'm hoping for a good time on the Accra.
You having for a sub. Yomi, do you think it is possible to have a sub 20 from this group of athletes?
Yes, it is. I mean, Sheikna Traore ran 20 flat, around 20 lows before. So, Chidi is a 400 meter specialist, so that's speed endurance as well. Joe Amoa is also a very fast runner. So if they push themselves, and the young Botswana athletes as well, it's something, So it just depends on how among this group, because there's no clear favorite.
There's no clear favorite, Yomi says.
But I can say for sure that it will win the Ivorian Shekina Traore, Botswana's Faisal Salepe, who had the fastest time in the qualifiers, JP Yamwa possibly, and of course South African Zotini. Is that the right pronunciation? These four men, I can bet one of them will tip it eventually.
Well, the track will speak in a couple of moments, and if you have that moment, we would appreciate you share your company with us. Who will be the next continental champion, and who is going to hold the gold medal for the next 2 years? Chidi Okezie, he was here 2 years ago for the African Games. And there you have Mohamed Ba of Senegal. The young man from Senegal wants to do better. He has to do better. He wants to make his country proud. And there they go to the blocks. The 200 meters in the men's final is currently underway. There you have Cheikh Traore in the lead. Ghana Joseph Paul Amoa is also in contention. Then we'll have Kelvin. Kelvin is chasing down Kelvin. And then South Africa's Zotale is in the lead. Ghana's Joseph Paul Amoa has been left behind. And it is the man who was predicted to win it, Cheikh Traore. He is the new African champion. Anchored Côte d'Ivoire to win the men's 4x100 meters gold medal. They did that with 38.52, and he has individually one gold for Côte d'Ivoire again. Cheikh Traore, an excellent athlete.
Of 200 meters women.
He raced out from lane 7. He had done an incredible 20.47, and he has done 20.43 to be champion. Zotami Mihale of South Africa, who was in the lead, had Traore come in to surpass him. There they came.
67.
He knew how to do it. He knew he was fast enough. He got on the home straight and pushed harder. On a clean slate, there never appeared to be someone who was a leading candidate for gold medal. But Traore came, Traore conquered, and Traore is African champion. Botswana settles for second. South Africa is settling for third.
I told you moments ago that the Ivorian Shekina Traore, he had it in him throughout this championship. When we saw him anchor the Ivorian team to the relay gold medal, those were the signs. Brilliant run and execution by Shekina Traore to pick gold for the Ivorians, interestingly. So it's Ivory Coast gold in the 200 meters for both men and women. That's a wonderful achievement by the Ivorians.
And just a few weeks ago, I found myself in Côte d'Ivoire, and they had assembled some group of technicians for an athletics program. And probably, just probably, they imparted so much knowledge on these athletes here, dominating Accra. Skies of Accra just are about to open up. But the athletes have taken tracks. They have dominated these tracks. They enjoyed these tracks. And they walk home with gold.
Absolutely.
So Telly still cannot understand. He wants to explain himself to Traore. And his coach cannot wait to get a handshake.
It's always good to see hard work paying off.
My French is bad, but did that sound like merci beaucoup? has gone for a photo. He needs photo as a photo.
Of viewers yesterday, it reminded me of who it did. Told you about Usain Bolt, the younger Usain Bolt, and then now the silly Tobago. That young man has something great in him for sure.
Where was this juju when Joseph Paul Amon needed it most?
Who says they were here for Joseph Paul Amon?
You saw the Ghana colors behind.
High jump final. Algeria is making a 2.22.
Joel Champon is on standby to have a conversation with the new African champion. The 200 meters. He won gold in the Francophone Games, and he has come to Accra to win gold in these championships. Joel Champon is on standby to have a conversation, and we'll be hearing from the new African champion, Sheikh Traore.
Good. I've got Sheikh Traore here, the winner of the 200 meters. He's gotten gold. Sheikh, all the best. I mean, congratulations. I saw you in the 4x100, and I mean, you guys were elated. Tell us, really coming into the 200, was that the focus?
100%. The focus this meet was 4x100, right? So, gold was obviously double gold. That's what I was here to do. I said it yesterday. I'm here to win it, and that's what I came out here to do. Yeah.
And also, really going into the Commonwealth Games. The stairs you guys are from Cote d'Ivoire, we've not seen this before.
Right. Yeah, it's exciting, right? Because even on a 4x1 team, that's our first time running it with the A squad. 30 at 5 in lane 1. That's amazing, right? Sky's the limit. We don't know how much faster we'll go. So I feel like Ivory Coast is slowly on the rise in regards to sprinting. So, yeah, we're going to get some straight. Thank you so much.
And there they come, about to take to the track for the women's 1,500 meters final.
Rode Akambi to represent Uganda, Knight Asiru. To represent Ethiopia, Alexander Kadele. To represent Kenya in this final, Shemed Kipwatish Vivian. Karabo Mo. Ladies and gentlemen, to represent Ethiopia, Made. And to represent Kenya, third. To also Kenya in this final, Tekle Maria. Ladies and gentlemen, now why
Cecilia Jinoka.
And to represent Ethiopia, Adamu Mengo Gelsu.
If I were to say a prayer, it would be a simple prayer. Dear God, allow the skies to hold on. The skies are dark. Beautiful. They want to. There they line up. 13 women. Who is going to win the gold medal?
Here we go. 1,500 women.
They are about to be signaled to take the race. And there they go. They have been unleashed. They have been unleashed onto the track. They will take it gentle. They have to take it gentle. Lightning across the stadium. We are waiting. Will the skies also wait? Fans are seeking cover. They need to seek cover. They want to seek cover. It's a women's 1,500 meters final.
You prayed. Your prayers didn't go beyond the roof of the stadium.
Well, I said a prayer.
The skies have opened up and it's pouring at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium.
In the Ghanaian parlance, you will be told it is raining cats and dogs. When will it ever rain? Elephants and lions. While the fans are seeking cover, the athletes want to be unleashed on the track. But they are on the track. They are getting ready. Very soon, we will have them on lane 1. But they would all want to stay on lane 1 for the 1,500 meters event. It is only nature. Only nature has the power to dictate moments like this. A tactical race is instead. Ethiopia in the lead. They are on the home straight. They have gotten over the finish line. And there they take the next bet. 1 lap done. 3 more to go. Can anyone write a letter to God and tell God we are here to have a party? For these athletes have assembled here to make their countries proud. They have worked for this moment and they want to keep working and fly high the flag of their countries.
It's really pouring out here, really pouring. Reminds me of last year at the World Championships in Tokyo. It poured as well, but this is really pouring.
Shoulder to shoulder between Kenya and Ethiopia. These two countries have got an interesting rivalry when it comes to long distance races. They will be flying. Kenya wants to open a gap. Ethiopia is closing the gap. They are on a race of their lives. The pour is huge, it is heavy. But they have dared it.
I wonder what the conditions does to the athletes in such middle distance races.
And they have 1 lap more to go. 1 lap more. Who will claim gold? They are flying, flying, flying away from the rain. But they are flying most importantly for a gold medal. Ethiopia has come to pass Kenya. It's in the conversation. And there they go. What a run from South Africa. She is creating acres of space between her and Morocco. It's South Africa. It is Morocco. It is Ethiopia. Kenya wants to be in the conversation. Ethiopia wants to lead. As they take over to the home straight, it is South Africa. It is gold for South Africa. And you could hear a scream of yes from the skies. She wants the tapet. She is lying on the turf. She is embracing the water from the skies. For she knows she is Africa champion.
In absolutely brutal conditions. The mental strength and physicality to see herself over the line. Mori Karabo
Suad El Haddad had to settle for bronze. Vivian Shebe of Kenya came second. And Karabo Moore of South Africa is the new champion in the women's 1,500 meters. She will hold that gold medal for the next 2 years. She will celebrate it, for she has worked to win it. The skies continue to breathe down on the earth. And there we bring you highlights of some of the moments in the men's javelin throw final. Julius won gold in the javelin throw final. Ben, that success by Julius was inevitable.
With that throw of 79.87 meters, Julius Yego ended up as the winner of the gold medal with that throw of 79.87 meters. He won gold medal in the men's throw. Second of silver also went to Ethiopia. So it was a battle between Kenya and Ethiopia again. Ethiopia with a silver medal going to Oban. Oban came with a bang, picking silver again for Ethiopia with a throw of 77.60. That was a huge throw from him as well.
Africa, Dow Smith picking the bronze medal, a throw of 76.